saw you all. You were at the House of Blues and you were touring with Pennywise. And I know that you guys have heard the news about Jim leaving Pennywise. What are your reactions to that? I mean, I was shocked. So.
It's a big thing, man. It's obviously one of the groups I grew up listening to as well, and you know, a lot of kids obviously did, and it's a big inspiration to a lot of people. And you know, they're moving on. It sounds like going to try out singers. They're doing some shows with Singer of Ignite's going to fill in for some of the stuff on the West Coast. It sounds like, but you know, obviously, I think it sucks. It's like, you know, you don't want to ever see that happen with one of the groups you grew up listening to and that you're a huge fan of. The reality of it is, I think sometimes is that people are getting older, you know, and stuff, and it's been a long run, and it's like people got to do what they feel is right to them. I think, you know, obviously, and if you're not feeling it anymore for the right reasons, I think, and maybe it's time to go your own way and do your own thing, you know. And if you only respect that, you can't really hate on it, you know. After that many years, to put that much hard work into it. And I commend the guys for, you know, wanting to move on and keep playing and stuff like that. Obviously, and we've become pretty good friends with those guys over the years, you know, through touring and stuff. So it's weird to think that our last tour was with Puss Pepper,
right.
You know, and then Pennywise right before Jim quit the group. So we're honored that we could have been a part of that last tour before everything kind of
it's
started.
Your fault.
It's an Authority Zero curse is what it is.
Right.
It wasn't our fault. Don't all listen to this.
Yeah.
Got a weird twisted Pantera thing going on here.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I said, it really does suck. You know, I've looked up to Jim as a singer and a vocalist and a lyricist my entire life. You know, and I've really grown up, like I say, listening to it along with all that stuff. So it's really sad to see him go. But like I said, I wish him nothing but the best in the future, and hopefully they find somebody. It sounds like their main thing is they want to carry on their message, which is great because I think a lot of kids respect that and appreciate the idea of that too. So hopefully everyone's keep an open mind a little bit, and you know, give nothing but love to the guy that tries to fill in with them and the group for wanting to go on. So, but I know it can go. I know it's both ways with kids because I'm one of those fans too that, like, you know, you see somebody replace the old singer. It's like you're the first guy to grab a tomato and throw it, you know. So, but also, like I say, as you get older, you kind of see things both ways. So it's a tough thing, man. You know, it's historical.
Yeah, it is. I mean, that when I saw that come through, that was a shock to me because I'm like, what? Especially seeing them so recently too. You know, it's not like it's been years. I mean, it's been maybe 1 year since the last time you guys were in it. You know, things happen. It's like, you know, they have to do what they have to do, so it's all right. But now, when I looked at Wikipedia though, which is what a great thing. I didn't realize how many members you guys have gone through. I mean, mainly in the very, very, very beginning.
I look back, I'm like, oh.
Yeah. You know, what caused the lineup change? I mean, that's a lot recently. I mean, you're back, which that's awesome. And then, but my head's spinning a little, so.
Yeah, we'll start with Bill. You know, it's like he pretty much had given us a heads up a while before. He's like, we don't start, you know, doing X amount of things, able to make a living doing it completely, you know, because he's got a family, like you said, he's got 2 kids as well, and he just had his other one right before he kind of let us know. He's like, he's kind of a heads up, so you guys know, don't be surprised when it gets to this date and point. And they got to that date and point, and, you know, we're making extra amounts of money to where we could really support and raise a family completely. And so just kind of had to go on, and, you know, I want to go back to school too, it sounded like, and everything. So we went back to school. He's going back to school. He's got his family he's taken care of. You know, he wanted to be there for his wife and his kids.
Yeah.
And like I said, go back to school. He was really wanting to go and continue on with his education. And, you know, once again, you can't do anything but respect the idea that you want to do other things in your life too. You know, you've done this for a good portion of your life, and there's other things you want to pursue, so you kind of got to follow your heart with it. So
it's nice though, with Lucked Out with Zach. You know, he's good replacement and stuff. He does an excellent job playing, so it really helps a lot. So
and I understand he was a friend of the band's, you know, for a while, so you guys already knew him, which helps, I'm sure, tremendously.
Yeah, well, that's what it's always been too, is like consistently, like with people coming in and out of the picture of Authority Zero, it's always been a friendship and kind of a brotherhood in a sense, you know, to where it's like we've always tried to keep the idea of people that were local with us, you know, because that's kind of a big thing with us, is supporting our hometown and where we're from as well.
Yeah.
And so we've always tried to keep in that vein of everything, and, you know, that's the same thing with DJ and Zach. Those two played in a group together back home. Yeah, so DJ came in the picture for a while, was playing bass, and then when Bill decided to take off, Bill also recommended Zach as a fill-in replacement or whatever. And so we tried a couple guys out, and then ultimately Zach, and obviously the chemistry was there already, you know, with him and Deej and stuff. So like, this works perfect, you know, it feels great, feels natural. And after a while, then Deej got a job as well, and had to move on and do other things with his life too. Moved to Texas, got a job out there. And we were going to contact actually Jeremy right away, but you know, we wanted to talk about it first and everything. And then before that even happened, I actually got a call from Jeremy, because he'd heard the news about DJ, and he's like, "Hey man, I just wanted to give you a call. What happened with the DJ?" I was like, "This and that, so forth, whatever, you know." And he's like, "Well, I just want to throw it out there." He's like, "You know, I can't think of a better replacement for Jeremy Wood than Jeremy Wood." I was like, "Yeah, you know what? That's exactly what I was thinking. I just didn't want to call you until we, you know, figured out how you were doing, what was going on with you too, man, because it had been a while." So everything worked out well. It came kind of full circle, and it's just like I say, the first show back in Florida, it was so natural and such great energy and such a natural vibe, you know, with everybody, with the whole thing on stage and the reaction of the crowd and just bouncing off each other. It's great.